Recording or it's live?
It's both,
It is
baby.
now. Base. Perfect. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Adventures of Equinox, a Rime of the Frostmaiden campaign. It's session 51. Because of your all's patience in the midst of many delayed sessions. 4 points of inspiration for everyone.
Wow.
Snap.
If you need a break, just say it and we'll take one. Shoot, Tony, you're not going to be in the group pick. Group pick. Jesse, will you rotate your head? Perfect. Alright, 3, 2, 1. Great job.
I smiled anyway. We can Photoshop me in later.
Yeah, I'll draw you in paint.
Perfect. Yes, Bryce will draw you. Like in the
I'm
movie
pretty-
Titanic.
Ooh, baby. Actually, I need to show you a screenshot of Finn from Baldur's Gate. I rizzed the Emperor.
Oh, okay.
He's just
Nice.
completely naked.
Oh, great.
I was really
Get
proud of
that.
myself.
Let's get that art on the stream.
Game of the year.
Oh, yeah. I'm excited to play it. One day. Once I spin up GeForce. I totally will.
So, nothing is using my camera. I might restart my computer real quick just to see if that works.
Alright.
Would
I'm
that be
going
too big of
to
a-
read the summary, so I'll just send it to the chat also. If that's cool. Just
Yep,
so that
that
you
works
have
for
that.
me.
Great.
BRB.
Okay. Alright, hold on. I'm adding Jesse's glandules. Jesse, unfortunately, not that I know of, doesn't have any of these spells. Maybe you do, but Glandul definitely does.
Disguise self every day when I go into work and pretend to be happy.
Oh, I know that feeling. Wow, Bryce just got this pick. I don't know.
I'll post it to chat, but I don't know how to do spoilers so you don't see him hanging dong.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a little gnome hanging dong, talking
Yeah.
to a guy.
And that's the dawn.
What?
We want to see the dawn.
Alright, I'll post it out.
You've heard it.
Yeah.
You've heard it here, folks. The people want to see it. Let's see that dong. Nope. There we go.
Oh yeah.
The physics on the dong. Also, another reason why I got Game of the Year.
Dong physics at work.
Oh yeah. My Corellia has a dong.
Nice.
Yeah. Gotta love trans representation.
All right. Yes, absolutely you do. Let's do a recap. Wait, no, that's not what happens. Patience, group pick. Bryce, roll a D100 for me. There we go. That has to happen. Can't
Okay.
forget about that.
I mean, I guess we could.
Uh-oh, you're muted.
99.
Great.
Wait. Yes, 99.
Is that really, really good or really, really bad?
I think it's really
It
not bad.
is. It merely is. Last time we played, it was the 11th of Uktar last time we played, and that's where it will be when we start. You all got yourself ready for a fancy feast with Dane Stokely Silverstream, the leader of the Battle Hammer Dwarves, after having had cleared out the halls of black ice at his request. Some of you got fancy, some of you didn't because you don't have fancy clothes. Goody hit you all with some rapport spores so you could talk to one another during the dinner. And you quickly, were ushered into this feasting hall you had been to before, where you met with this just completely elated Dane Silverstream, who thanked you, spoke of the work, of the progress, of everything you all did in the halls of black ice, and he wanted to hear a story about it. Jasper, unified with the group via spores, boosted by magics, shared a full accounting of what happened, aided by the anecdotes of the group, illusions of the battle that were being created by Glanduil and Thistle. And following this, there was a very indulgent, over-the-top, hyperbolic explanation of what happened to the ghouls from Jasper and Glanduil, with more illusions, as well as just the general challenges you all face with the Chartlein itself, like Thistle's hallucination and attempting to kill you all, that whole thing. And with some very sweet, sexy rolls from everybody, we got 2 nat 20s from Bryce. The Dane was very impressed. He called for a feast. You all got served a meal fit for heroes, as well as some Battlehammer ale. And with the completion of this amazing meal, the now slightly drunken Dane filled you all in on the hefty reward you would be receiving from him. This includes a permanent 50% discount at the Battlehammer Industry Smithy for Equinox members via your all's new discount card. 3,500 gold worth of gems in total, which works out to be about 500 gold each, including Goody and Drea. Each person in the party was invited to choose one defensive item and one offensive item from that same storefront for free via coupons. And the Halls of Black Ice were to be renamed the Halls of Equinox. And finally, the group as a whole was given a Battlehammer seal. It's kind of like this little gold medal with a little icon on it and some Dwarvish written. And just one of those for the whole group. And you can use this to invoke help from Battlehammer Dwarves should you come across any in the world, as well as enter Battlehammer Hall whenever you please, so long as it is presented. In addition, a concert space was going to be set up for Equinox in the feasting hall. You all then asked some questions of the Dane. The conversation concerned the following topics. A Dwarven Valley Clan Battlehammer teleportation sigil, which was not granted. There were questions about the White Dragon Arviaturis, questions about Kelvin's Cairn, the Duragar you all, the corpses of them, and their presence on the surface, Trovis of Caer Konig, issues that were being had in Caer Konig, about Targos buying more weapons than usual, and how dwarves, this clan loves to live underground because fuck weather, about their self-sufficiency and how they've been able to take care of themselves in the midst of the issues many have been facing with this endless blizzard, and how reopening the pass would be an extremely useful thing, and how they would love to get their hands on more mithril or adamantine, many magic pottery, unique potions. You all spoke of the Many Arrows Orc tribe and your fight against them in the future, and how he was going to start sending scouts out to check out that pass. You all asked about the Black Spire that is just kind of out in the middle of the dale, and he said that it is not something that they've taken an interest to. You all also asked about the dangers of Kelvin's Cairn. You were informed about the presence of Yetis. You all talked about what your mission is, finding this group that was searching for Yaman Artok. The Dane explained that he had met her long ago, and Forgehand talked about his quest ultimately to meet her as well. You also briefly spoke of like how she's not super into fire and generally avoids the towns. He talked to you about the dangers of avalanches. And finally, you all asked about summoning Rodolfo here to these halls. He told you Rodolfo could not enter, but you could meet him outside. And with these feasts concluded and these questions as well, you all went back to your guest quarters with about 2 hours to spare before the concert. You finalized your prep, your outfits, your spells, tools, plans, illusions. Skywatcher, a tailor came and basically made clothes for everyone. Skywatcher got like a black robe and sort of a Ninja Turtle style eye cover. Jasper got an eye patch. Thistle got a little black tunic. Clay and Hugo both got little cloaks, and Glanduel got his cloak fur-lined. Finally, you were promised by Bevan a guided tour around parts of the city the next day if you were interested. And some of the words that were exchanged with Bevan were sort of checked. And an insight check revealed that, or Beverus, not Bevan, Beverus revealed that maybe not everyone agrees with you all getting so much access to Clan Battlehammer just for having freed up the halls of Black Ice, and that this performance tonight would be a good opportunity for you all to impress upon the town while you're all trustworthy and being heroes who have now kind of greatly increased the territory of Clan Battlehammer. Sort of a rockstar Equinox adventurer mode. You all got your gear and new cloaks, grabbed your things, left the room to play. You were led down a long, stone-carved hallway into a massive feast hall, which featured dozens of long tables, a huge stone-carved bar with many ready attendants, a large central stage, which is a raised dais that hugs a wall in the center of the room. That is like across from the door that you all enter, and as you all came in, there were easily 500 Clan Battlehammer dwarves here and ready to party and watch your show, the largest crowd you all have ever played before. And I am sorry to do this, but I'm actually on call for work today, so if you can give me just like just a minute or so, I'm gonna tend to something and then get back directly.
All right.
I have to transfer the set list across WhatsApp again.
Jesse, something looks different. Did you grow your hair out?
I have been, yeah, for like 6 years.
Well, I just noticed.
Thanks.
Sick.
Stuff and things.
Cool. Jasper will be playing his pan flute and cittern shirtless with a necklace and a dwarf mask. Skywatcher will be, and this is as discussed last time, providing vocals and playing his drums, potentially using enhanceability on himself. Glanduil will be whipping about with his blade song, using 2 silent images from both his spell and the cube, which the cube concentrates on it for you. Drea will be playing their lyre. Thistle will be doing some prestidigitations, some minor illusions, some druid craft, some pipes and smoke monsters. Forgehand is sort of the head roadie, and it's just kind of babysitting Clay and Yugo. And Goody is hitting you all with the spores, the rapport spores again, as you're going up on stage. And Glanduil, as you sort of cast the light on the front of him, it glows through and projects the shadow above you all on the wall that spells out Equinox's logo. In addition, you see, looks like he has little maracas that are made out of like little barks and seeds type vibe.
The real Hestia vibe going on.
Yes, for sure. And so just to ask a question before we get going, who is wearing their armor beyond Forgehand and Glanduil? That was discussed last time. Jasper is shirtless, I know.
Why would you ask that? Why do you need to know?
Just questions you gotta ask as a dungeon master sometimes, you know?
I'm only wearing my sheet. Whatever it is.
Your cloak?
The one that was made for me.
Cool.
My special cloak.
Thistle, what about you?
I'm wearing my black tunic that was made for me, but also my jacket, because I need these dwarves to still think I'm a gnome.
So you've got your
and
jacket
also
and your tunic. Go on.
Jacket, tunic, and also my gloves of thievery and everything are still on. Hat is still on.
Tight. I think Drea is in their finest garb. Unarmored. Cool. And then I guess who has their weapons on them is another fun question to ask. Or spell focuses or whatever. I know Glanduil does, because it was going to be part of his performance. Thistle, you at least do, because you had planned on casting spells, so that would have a spell focus. And Skywatcher, if you wanted to do like enhanceability or something, you'd need it. So, do you think you have like your staff or your little like moon sickle?
I would say that I have my staff with me because it's cool.
Cool.
This is all probably just a bluff. Probably not gonna get into any combat, just getting us scared.
Forgehand, do you think you've got your hammer?
Oh, I absolutely have my hammer. I'm gonna be cheering in the crowd.
Thistle, what about you?
I'm just swinging that around while it's lit, just whooping.
Since mine's kind of just a hilt, can I conceal it maybe in my jacket?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I'll have mine.
So you've got your blade.
I've got my blade. No, I'm a tiny little guy, so I probably can't conceal a crossbow or anything. So I'll have my blade.
Okay, and then Jasper, I mean, I know you've got your psychic knives. Do you think you have other weapons on you, or is just shirtless with pants kind of vibe?
It's shirtless with pants and the chains, but I think he would have put his weapons in the bag of holding and would just like.
You've got your bag of holding.
Yes, it's just like he's not wearing it. It's just like on the stage, like
okay,
next to him.
Gotcha. Perfect.
But I will say, as we like prepare, Jasper wants to get out Corpse Grinder's hat and put it kind of on the stage for like tip collection. from the bag of holding.
Okay. You leave out your hat. As per usual. Cool. Do you all still want to take 3 breaks as discussed in the text that got bumped? Or was it 3 breaks or
It's
two breaks?
It's 2 breaks with 3 like sections.
Three acts,
Yeah.
basically. Okay, cool. So you all are like setting up on stage, getting yourselves together, and before you begin to play, you actually see that like part of the floor sort of not halfway, but like between the stage that you're on and the front door, there's a pathway that runs straight to the stage, and all of these other sort of forking ones out to all these massive long tables that are spread throughout here, these stone long tables. And in that like center aisle, which is like 20 feet across, you see sort of like a 10-foot section of stone opens, and sliding up out of the ground you see sort of a stone dwarven throne, and on it you see the Dane and his like finest sort of, I guess he's a dwarf, so it's probably like armor. And his niece shortly joins him, Helda, and Beverus is nearby, as well as a number of honor guards. And you all do notice as you start setting up that there are like pairs of guards sort of spread around the room about like every 50 feet. You all are linked mentally, and you share this sorry. Work. Okay, let's close this for now. You share this mental link via these rapport spores, and there is a shared moment of like, all right, let's do this. And Jasper, you lit your pipe and ordered 2 drinks, and with everyone ready, you launch into the dwarven song "Diggy Diggy Hole." And this will be the beginning of this skill challenge for you all. Is there music playing? Is it coming through?
Yes.
Yep,
I have-
got it.
I had written down that Jasper opens with a natural 20 as we go into Diggy Diggy Hole.
The natural 20 was not for singing. It was just him being on stage, and just you rolled to sort of have them dig your vibe because you did a little bit of crowd work.
Cool.
And it was successful crowd work. That was not the performance check, so that it's said. That was sort of like the thing where someone new steps on stage, and before they even play, someone shitty's like, "Get off the stage," or something like that. Like, you had the opposite experience of that, where they're like, "Let's see a fucking show. Like, do this," and you've got your mask on. So cool. Everyone's going to roll performance checks. This will be the first 4 songs of you all, which is Diggy Diggy Hole, In the Tin, Welcome to the Cavern, classic, and Inside the Halls of Black Ice. An original for sure. Performance checks. So Jasper, with your mask on and your whole vibe, you have advantage, and that necklace gives you a +1. You also have knack, and Skywatcher, did you want to have had cast enhance ability on yourself, or are you going to go
Most
guidance?
Certainly.
Okay, enhance ability. I assume the Eagle's Splendor to give yourself advantage on charisma checks.
That makes sense. So yes.
Cool. And I mean, it could be a different ability if that's the vibe.
No, I mean, I feel like
That's
unless-
the charisma one for performances.
yeah. I mean, I need that pretty badly.
Oh
I-
no, buddy.
Have really terrible charisma.
You're
This is actually
great.
this could be a disaster.
Could be. Glanduil, what are you setting up your silent images for this song, or is that going to be more for the Halls of Black Ice? Or like,
I think,
what are
yeah.
you doing with this first bit of performance? Are you going to be doing like song illusion fighting, blade song dancing the whole time?
I think for the first 3, just kind of warming up with some minor illusion.
Just
Little-
about things being sung.
Yeah, and like pyrotechnic effects. But then for In the Halls of Black Ice, that's when we'll start the silent image.
Do you want to have 2 of them? Or do you
Um,
want to use the cube?
Yeah, if I can do both. Sure.
You can do both. I think that cube of demonstration, I think it can be used twice a day. Hold on. Cube twice per day. This can be used to cast minor illusion. Or not minor illusion, silent image. So you've got 2 uses of that. So if you want to stack them, you can. So it's like you can have different illusions interacting and shit like that, or like spread it out so it's 20 feet instead of 10. You know, however you want to stack that. Thistle, you were going to be doing some like. Are you just going to kind of be like backing up Glanduil to like give him advantage, or like just the people on stage in general?
Yeah, that sounds great. I'll just add some spice and flavor with the
Cool.
pyrotechnics and minor illusions that I can.
Okay, can you roll me a Arcana check, and you just want to beat a 10?
I rolled
Everyone
a 1.
everyone has 4 inspiration. I'll say that again.
I'm going to use one of those. Perfect. All right, let me see my Arcana. Uh, 13.
Fantastic. Cool. So I will allow you to you can grant with a 13, I'll say you can grant one person advantage. Do you want to grant it to Glanduil or to Drea?
To Glanduil.
Okay, cool. So, Jasper roll performance, Skywatcher roll performance, Glanduil roll performance. And
I
then
am
I
performing.
will roll for Drea. And I'm going to say that
Got a natural 20. Wow.
take a pick.
I
Hacks.
told you Jasper got a nat 20 on the first performance check.
Oh
There
my
you go.
god.
That's great. You were made for the stage. Made, not born. Great. Cool, Dre, got a 20 total.
Wow.
At 1. Drea, 20. Glanduil, what did you get?
I used a point of inspiration, and I also got a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Filthy. Filthy 20. What about Skywatcher?
Got a 14.
Cool. And finally, last but certainly not least, what did Jasper get on this performance check?
Got a natural 20 for a 26.
Is that plus your chain?
That is, yes. Plus 5, plus 1.
And is that with or without any sort of knack?
That is not.
You don't have to.
Yeah,
I'm just asking.
I wasn't going to.
don't
Cool
think you
beans.
could do that.
Well, I could just add a d6 to it, but
Oh, okay. I see.
Then you'd have a 50-50 shot of hitting the 30 barrier just in case that matters.
yeah, that's what makes us go into combat.
We're too good. We must be slain.
You all pull out this amazing opening act. Diggy Diggy Hole is a classic. Immediately, all of the dwarves are like singing along. First song, huge. In the tin, I don't know what the vibe of that song is, but it's about the Tin Towns. People are like, "This is okay."
It's Linkin Park.
Welcome to the Cavern. That one slaps. They love that vibe. And then when Inside the Halls of Black Ice, that new song that you all make, is that sort of, does that have like, you know, in the style of dwarven songs, like catchy rhyming verses as a chorus and things that they can all sing along with? Or is it more serious? Or like, what's the tone of that song?
It's very serious, but also it does have rhymes in it. Commandments are reborn and evil takes its form. It's based on a song by Death called Crystal Mountain. And yeah.
Great. And what sort of illusions are you doing with that, Glenduil?
When evil takes its form, I'll show them the what was her name? Verna Moonstone. That was it. Show that in big pod and her bursting forth from that. And then as the Cittern solo goes on, that'll be like us fighting it out with her. And then when she is killed and a giant goo goes everywhere, the cube of demonstration is stationary, so I'll use my silent image to splatter the goo out over the crowd.
Gwar.
Like an illusory, Gwar or Gallagher. But yeah, Gwar, we'll say that one. That one's better.
Illusory Gallagher show.
They love it. You all knocked it out in this opening round of challenges. With that nat 20 especially, you getting that high, I mean, it sort of averages all out in such a wonderful way. They're digging it. You see that they are buying drinks. This is a massive hall, so it's kind of like if you're getting a tip dropped in your hat, it's happening as they're walking like to the bar type thing. Otherwise, occasionally, and these are dwarves for you, they're just chucking gyms on stage. So occasionally you're getting pelted with like a small gym, and it's in good, you know, it's almost like here you go, good job. So that is an aspect of this show, but none of them are you know, super painful or lethal or anything.
Nice.
With the conclusion of Inside the Halls of Black Ice, you know, you see the Dane clapping and singing along. Everyone's drinking. It's good times are being had. This is the time when you would normally have your intermission. Do you say any words?
I think so what is their vibe after they hear Inside the Halls of Black Ice? Like are they like into the story of the song, I guess? Like can I insight check them and see if they believe that we did the things that we just sang about?
Interesting, because this is a performance check. I will let you roll. Because, I mean, is this version you all are presenting exaggerated?
I mean, I would say maybe exaggerated by the by the imagery, like the illusion.
Well, I
Like-
mean, you're not in charge of the image. You're in
Well-
charge of the lyrics. Like in the song, is it exaggerated?
No, I
And
don't.
then Jesse, is Glenduel's illusions exaggerated?
Only in the sense that like the battle like motions are synced up to the beat, but other than that, like it's the things that happen.
Okay, cool. Then I'm gonna have I will say, Jasper, you can roll a persuasion check with advantage because of everyone's great performances, and honestly the help action is kind of coming from like all the illusions that are happening and
Sure,
everything
okay.
else.
Persuasion.
So being in the crowd watching it, and this will only be my second show. I'm also kind of getting into it myself. Would I be able to get a sense of of the crowd's impression of the show?
Yeah, I'd say you could probably do your own insight check, and then I was gonna have Jasper do one after rolling this persuasion check.
Okay, persuasion is dirty 20.
Okay.
My insight is 15.
And then Jasper also, or Bryce also roll an insight check. Yeah,
Actually,
did you?
I'm going to see if I can get higher than 15. Hold on.
Because you have
use-
advantage, right, from your armor or whatever.
Yeah, from one of the runes. No, it's still 15.
Okay.
And then I roll single for insight. Oh, I rolled a 7.
Okay. Forehand, I would say the vibe that you're digging is it is the beginnings of like, oh, like these are the dudes that like liberated this hall that will allow us to, start to move into the eastern portion of the valley. I think what you're picking up on is people are digging this. There is a general like, fuck yeah, we're into it, and general fuck yeah, as you go into this break, actually, Jasper, it is the feeling of like people are wanting more,
Nice.
which is a great place to go into a break,
Yeah.
All right, I can convey my read on the crowd during the break as well.
Very cool.
Jasper or Bryce, what do you say? Jasper, what do you say?
Y'all will be right back. That last one, true story. We fought the shit out of that big ass plant lady and she exploded all over us. It was, it was one of those nights. And,
Woo!
yeah.
While Jasper's talking during the break, I'll use my mage hand to take the tip hat and kind of just,
Have it circulate
move it around
around.
through the crowd. Yeah, circulate it
Cool.
around.
Nice.
That quickly becomes people trying to just like throw gems into it, and they're just
Bring it
like,
on.
okay,
Kobe.
great.
Exactly.
I'll try
Roll-
to catch him.
Yeah, okay, roll me just, I guess, like an Arcana check, or
Hold on.
I
Could this
would
be
s-
Arcana with dexterity?
I would say Arcana with Dexterity. So you're proficient in Arcana, right?
Yep.
So roll a Dex check and then add your proficiency bonus. Add a +2 to it.
Okay.
You don't have expertise in it, right? I don't think so.
No, I don't
Okay.
think so. 19?
Hey.
Great.
Plus
Yeah.
21?
It becomes a game, and it's a fun game as you're like moving the hand around and like catching these gems, and people are like, honestly, it becomes the mini game of the intermission.
Yeah.
Like it is what some people are constant. It's like, whoa! Like every once in a while that passes through there.
And a handful of them start trying to throw like 2 or 3 at a time, and to see
Oh.
if you can maneuver around to catch them all in time.
Absolutely, and you're like, flying through the air.
It's like Fruit Ninja.
It's not a 20, so occasionally one is dropped, but you're getting most of them.
Nice. Fun game.
Cool. Intermission comes. The other thing is like drinks are being sort of brought up to you all. If anyone wants anything, they can drink it. Drea is like, having a stein of Battlehammer ale. All is available to any who desire it.
Jasper will take some ale.
So will Skywatcher.
Nice.
I too shall take in the famous ale of the clan.
Absolutely.
I'm a big guy. I'll take 2 of them.
Perfect. Cool. Yes. And Goody gets one and just pours it into his roots. You all get your booze and start drinking. Is there anything you all wish to accomplish with this brief intermission, or like literally just like catching your breath, talking about what's next, or what's the vibe? What are you doing with this little 5-10 minutes? And let me know when you're ready to go back on.
Quick question: is the Dane wearing a helmet in his chill out garb?
I'm gonna say we're gonna roll a luck check. And do you want him to have a helmet on? Or do you want him to be helmetless?
Helmetless.
Okay, so we're gonna say you want to roll above a 14.
Just straight roll.
Straight roll.
Oh, it fell off. I got a 3 again. Second 3 in a row.
Solid helm.
Shit.
Planted on his head.
All right.
But he's got a big old smile on his face. He seems like he's having a great time.
Cool.
But you tell that it's kind of a vibe of, on his part, I didn't go clear out the halls of black ice, but I was smart enough to hire the right people to do it, and now we have it type vibe.
Cool.
Yeah. So there's a pride there.
In the group chat, Jasper will say, "Hey, Forge Hand, this next one's for you. You want to do anything special with your hammer on stage? Because we're gonna play Enter Forge Hand."
Oh, which one?
Enter Forge Hand.
Oh yeah. I'd give it a shot.
Cool. Just I don't know, light it up and spin it around or something.
Absolutely.
Cool. If y'all are ready, we can just start it up.
I am ready, I guess. Still.
All right.
Tight. You all have your drinks, chill out for a second, get back together, get back on stage, and do you just launch into it, or are there any opening words? Any crowd work?
Does anybody want to say anything? I can just kind of call them back, or in the group chat.
I could do that little like introducing the band thing that singers do sometimes in the middle of the show.
Go for it.
And I don't know what everybody plays. So.
1 second, if that's okay. And I meant to say this earlier. As you all are playing, you notice that the microphone that you're speaking into, which really just looks to be sort of like a slightly magically enhanced like cone of sorts, and just the layout and design of this room make it in such a way that like acoustically your voice, and you can tell this, Forchan, as you kind of like move around, wherever people are in here, whoever is on stage, it's like you can hear them equally wherever you are inside of this room. So the sound is great and thorough. And as they've played occasionally, it's almost just like you are so thoroughly hearing it, and everyone else is too.
That's a twist on the megaphone, where that's typically used to concentrate sound. This one's flipped it and it's spreading it everywhere.
Well, and yeah, I briefly mentioned this last time. There are like small crystal sconces spread throughout the room that have like a similar glow and resonance as that magical cone that he's speaking into. Like it seems like it's like an amplification system that, you know, also maybe is like using the natural echoey quality of the way these stone walls are designed to allow for that. So essentially, like, you know, this place holds hundreds of dwarves. If there was like some old dwarf priest up there doing a little speech, everyone will be able to hear it instead of being like, what? You know, like that kind of vibe. So
in short, they have surround sound.
They've got surround sound. They've got a good dwarven surround sound system.
Nice.
Absolutely. Oh, and I will also say, sorry, I meant to. Okay, I had a little thing on the first break. Before we've gotten back into it, Goody actually in the intermission says, "Do we still have some of those scarves, or are we out of merch?"
Oh man. Hang on, bud. Let me check.
Do you carry it all with you in your bag?
I got a big bag of holding. Shoot. I must find it. I think we do somewhere.
Yeah, I couldn't remember if you had sold them all or not.
Actually, I think we did at the last show because we got like a big dump of money.
I know they were in the bag when Beery handed it off.
Okay.
And
You've not played since then.
exactly.
I'll have to.
We can actually take a quick little refresher break here while we work through the paperwork.
Okay.
Let's meet back at 9:12.
Okay.
Great. Hi, Internet. We resume. Goody asked, do we have any of them scars left?
We do. We have
Dear.
94 of them. And they're right here.
And Clay and Yuga are like, we could totally sell those. Yeah, I know how to run a merch table. That'll be fine.
Sure. Maybe Forge
I trust them.
Can you watch over them?
Yeah, absolutely. How full of shit are they about being able to run a merch table?
Roll an insight check.
All I got was a 13.
I don't think a guy that says
you think they learned the word merch moments ago when Goody said it.
Yeah, you guys aren't fooling anyone. You have no idea what you're doing. I'll keep an eye on you.
How many do you have?
94.
And how much are you selling them for?
Who remembers what we did last time?
Nobody.
We haven't sold the scarves yet.
Yeah.
But
well,
what did we do for
we sold the tunics for a few silver a piece, I think. We have much more notoriety now.
Do we go for a gold?
I don't know. We could do 75 silver or I don't know. I can't think of it.
I mean, this is a smaller bit of fabric, isn't it? Or is this a smaller garment than a tunic? So I don't know if we're
sure. Yeah.
Did you say 75 silver?
No, I don't know how much to do.
That would be like 7 gold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do 5 silver. Bigger than we were when we had the tunic. It's limited edition merch. If they don't buy it, we'll make it cheaper next time. Yeah, it has pockets. People love shit with pockets.
You should do 6 silver or 2 for a gold.
Hey, there you go.
There you go.
That's what. Yeah, nice.
6 silver or 2 for a gold. Great. Okay, cool. You quickly get a table together. The scars are laid out. A quick little sign is made, and you wait to see how it goes.
Nice.
So, post intermission, please. What were you going to say, Skywatcher?
I don't actually know what everybody plays, but so I don't know how if you want me to actually do this. But I was just gonna introduce, be like, yeah, and it,
I can send it to you again if you want. I sent them.
Glanduil. Oh, I have it. Is it in the
on the Cittern, we have Jasper. On the swords, we have Glendo.
Yeah, that kind of phone number.
It's not in there. It was said, but I will put it in there.
All right. Hey, how we doing, everybody out here tonight? I just, wanted to introduce all these people on the stage with me. You got over here, we got Jasper. This is Jasper. He's on the pan flute and the Cittern. All right, give it up for Jasper, everybody. Yeah.
Flute's his flute.
Yeah, he's got some great drugs.
Great
And,
drugs. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
There's a few cocked eyebrows. Go ahead, keep going.
Over here we got Glanduil playing Blade Song and giving you your visual illusions out here. All right, Glanduil. Anyway, moving on to Drea. Drea, right over here, playing the lyre. They're not a liar, though.
They hold up the lyre and do a few
got-
little strums of it.
Out in the crowd is Forge Hand. Yay, Forge Hand! Doing the
I
merch
guess
table.
Thistle is doing like special effects and assistance.
And Thistle with special effects and assistance.
And Goody is playing the maracas.
And this plant over here playing the maracas. That's pretty wild, isn't it?
Cool. Please roll me a persuasion or performance check.
All right.
I'll
Can
let
I-
you use.
Can I assist by trying to get everybody to clap after he like names everybody?
If you roll a persuasion check and get above a 15, I'll let you give him advantage.
Okay.
All right.
12 persuasion. That's a 17.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you can. Skywatcher can. Tony, you can roll this performance or persuasion with advantage. God, it's just like I'm just trying to think of justifying any other stat being used. And I just can't find it. So I think it's just going to be one of those.
Which one? Performance?
Performance or persuasion.
I mean, yeah, that's fine. Makes absolutely no difference.
Great.
You said with
So what's
advantage?
With advantage.
Okay. Let's say 16.
Cool. Okay. Yeah. It is people you introduced them and you didn't do terrible. There's kind of the sense almost that Skywatcher is learning all of this information as he's saying it, like just like looking around and being like, "Yeah, that's what you have."
He was reading it off of his hand, but his palms are sweating too badly.
Yeah, absolutely. But
Spaghetti.
absolute spaghetti. That honestly, I feel like the crowd notices that in part, and like there's kind of like a little bit of laughter in with it, but it's not bad. No one's booing you off the stage. What happens next? Who's playing Enter Forge Hand? How's this going? Tell me about it.
Well,
And I guess roll performance checks after you tell me about what's going to happen.
we need some sort of loud gong noise. Is that often, or like a large bell that tolls?
You can just use a minor illusion.
Sure. And then Jasper kind of like starts stomping his foot to the beat, like as we start to play it. And then just does a very growly Enter Forge Hand, and just basically, I guess, to the tune of Enter Sandman, just talks about how Forge Hand just comes in and beats shit up with his big ass hammer.
And since I've just started my silent image spell right before the break, I would think that I still have some time on it, since it's wait, no, I think that it's 10 minutes. Never mind. Probably don't have that
Yeah.
anymore. But I'll cast another one.
Also,
I've
be
got
sure
several.
to Skywatcher mark off your spell slot, and Glenduel, you do the same, as you all are using spells.
But I'll cast a second one that can be like rotating enemies for 4chan to kill.
At the
Okay, I can dig
at
that
the
vibe.
at the
Different things
end,
that I've seen him kill.
at the end of the song, though, in the last, let's call it 1 minute ish, I will actually I will use Giant's Might to actually
Grow
grow.
huge.
Like what actually happened in those fights.
Amazing. I love it. Fantastic. So, Thistle, are you throwing any extra? Are you just like doing your same like throwing illusions into this, like just
I'll throw
helping
illusions
to
into a
embellish?
little bit of pyrotechnics.
Awesome.
Keep the pyrotechnics kind of like on.
sparks
The
off my
same
armor
color
as
palette
as the
as
enemies hit me.
4chan. Yes, exactly.
Fantastic. I love it. Cool. I need a performance check from Skywatcher. Are you doing enhanceability on yourself again?
Oh, I have to do it
That-
again? Does
That
not
lasts
last
for an hour.
I would say with the songs you play, well, if not now, then it will be halfway through this little act, I would say.
I mean, I'll cast it whenever I need to.
Cool, perfect.
Just
So give me a
in between
performance
songs.
check with advantage. Glenduil, you can do the same. Jasper, you can do the same.
I'm gonna use a side-bolstered neck.
Great.
And I got a
And-
1. Damn.
Since I'm focusing on my illusions, could this be a intelligence-based performance check?
Yeah, or even, you could just use like Arcana.
Same thing. Cool.
Yeah. Cool, Dre, I got an nat 20.
I'm just gonna use another. I'm gonna use an inspiration.
Me too.
Do I need to roll this time?
If you want to roll, you totally could. Yeah. I was just gonna have it be like what you were doing was working with Glenduil.
Then I'm fine with that because
Cool. Yeah.
I'm rocking a big old +0 to this. So anytime I don't have to roll is best.
Glenduil, what did you get?
I got a 19 after using another point of inspiration.
Skywatcher, what did you get?
Actually,
and did
I'm
you
gonna
roll
use
with advantage because
I
you
did
have
roll-
enhanceability? Great.
Yes, but I'm actually gonna re-roll. So there goes 1. I got 17.
17. All right.
Yes.
That's pretty good. And then Jasper, how'd we do?
If I use inspiration, do I get to re-roll my knack die?
Sure.
Wow, so much better. 23.
Cool. Okay. So you all dig in to this, second part of the set. Enter Forge Hand. People are loving it, especially with the giant Forge Hand fighting these illusions. From there, you pass into Misty Mountains, which is, ultimately a song about dwarven reclamation of lost halls. That one seems to hit. You see a few dwarves sort of not crying. They've just been near onions type of vibes. Next is a new song, Goody Vibrations.
Those maracas get worked.
Absolutely. The maracas get worked. And then finally rock and stone all night, and party every day. And as you all are getting into these songs, Drea just starts going off with the lyre on a little solo. And as they do that, and it's up to the microphone type deal, amplifying. I don't know if you all have ever had this sensation where you've been in a small space. For me, when I've experienced it's in a bathtub, and you hum with such a resonance that it's perfectly equally in both ears at the same time, and it's you feel the vibration through your body. Their playing does that. And because they reach this nat 20, and it's almost everything in the room is vibrating momentarily. And with that, you all, finish this song. You finish this first set. It's going pretty well. Numbers wise, it's not as good as the first set, but it's very close. You've still got the crowd. They're definitely still into it. More and more tips are coming in. I guess. One of you roll me a D100.
I volunteer as tribute. 59.
59 scarves get sold.
Nice.
And half of them are bought as pairs. So, a quick fun math problem. We'll say 30 of them were bought as the 2 for a gold.
Okay.
And then 29 of them were bought for 6 silver each. 59, 30.
224
74
silver.
Oh, what? Oh, you added the other.
Total. $22 gold, 4 silver.
Amazing. 29 sold for 6 silver. Great. I'll let you all take care of the math on that. I'm not going to try and pay attention at all. What's important is that you sold 59 of these, meaning you have 35 scarves left. 35 left. Fantastic. 29 times 6. Cool beans. And you reach the point of the show where you're gonna have your next intermission. Is there anything you say before you do so?
If nobody else says anything, Jasper is gonna say, "Hey, y'all, look! Looks like our limited edition scarves are flying like hotcakes. You better get them before they all sell out."
Amazing. Give me a persuasion check.
This is a charisma check against dwarves, right? I get advantage?
Yes, you do.
Hell yeah. Persuasion is... And I have the chain on. Is that still active? Is that for an hour? I have to look it up. I don't... Sorry.
I'll just lean over his guy watcher. What is this hot cake that he's referring to?
Well, it's something you get on your birthday if you're a good boy.
Well, I won't add it.
The check lasts for 2 hours.
Oh.
I do see, though, that there is a D100 roll that needs to be rolled when using the fabulous gold chain of charisma.
30. Wait, 30 and a 0.
Yeah, that's 30.
So 30. Jesse, if you have to roll 70% or better or higher, that'd mean like you have to roll between 70 and 100, right?
70% or better? Doesn't
That's how
sound
I
like
worded it.
Well, I still got 30.
This was long ago.
Is this one you made up yourself?
Yeah, it's pretty dumb.
Did you mean for it to be a 70% chance to fail or 30% chance to fail?
I guess a 70% chance of succeeding. So you'd have to roll below a 70, right?
to succeed.
Gosh. To succeed.
Yeah.
To
Sure.
succeed, you'd
Cool.
have to roll above a 30 with a 70% chance of succeeding.
They're equal.
Why did I do this? Can I use inspiration to just roll again?
Look here. Look. It lasts for 2 hours. That's all that's important. Let's just say that once a day you can use this and it lasts for 2 hours. Let's move on. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I made such a silly item long ago. That was made in 2020. Who knows what was happening back then?
Try not to.
Roll your persuasion check, please.
I did. I got a 17.
17.
No, an 18. It's an 18.
18. Cool. Yeah, the crowd. You said, the magic words limited edition, and you see a few more people are getting up and coming to buy these scarves.
Nice.
Can I cast Skywrite inside? I'm assuming. I don't know if it counts. It says in the sky.
I'm gonna say you can make a roll about it, because normally, no, you're underground. That's not the sky. But if you roll me,
Isn't the sky just anything above us?
No.
no.
I think maybe the implication for that spell is that whatever you're writing would be like half a mile wide or more.
I do think that's I considered the problem with that also. Yeah.
But I roll. What's your wisdom score? 20.
20. Yeah.
So roll a d20 and add 7, and you want to get higher than a 20 in total.
Like, use an inspiration here.
Did you prepare Skywrite?
Yeah, I did. I sure did.
Okay, cool.
I also, this is funny. I don't know if I did this on purpose, but I was looking at what I sent you, and one of them was Summon Beat. I wrote that instead of Beast.
Perfect for the
so
concert.
I'm also gonna cast Summon Beat.
Unfortunately, this mysterious botany-based spell eludes you, and you can only summon beasts right now. Maybe in the future, with some time and preparation, you can do summon beat.
I
Isn't that what you do with the drum?
Absolutely. Yeah,
Right.
you summon the beat the old-fashioned way.
Like when Beery
failed.
casts iron.
both times, so I guess I'm not gonna do that again.
Cool. Go ahead and mark the spell slot off. You're like, I'm gonna do something cool, and you start to cast it, and you're like, I bet it's happening outside right now, in the dark night sky. It's not happening in here.
When they walk outside, it's gonna say, "Don't forget to tip."
That's just like hovering in the sky above. Very good. Thank you. Cool. So, intermission. Anything else you want to do for the whole party? If not, we will move on to Act 3.
It would just be like drinking more.
Cool. Roll me a con save.
Me specifically?
If anyone's drinking excessively, roll me con saves.
The shot's not drinking excessively.
15.
You're just having a single shot?
Yeah,
I guess
I was
I'm
gonna have
use
another
point of
beer.
inspiration.
or ale.
I'll get there by the end of the night.
Do you think a natural one would be a bad thing to happen right now?
Natural one might be pretty bad.
All right. I squandered these.
At least you had
inspirations.
4.
Yeah, one left. Con. 17. Sorry. That was
Great. You're feeling good. Bryce, Jasper is getting a little drunky, but definitely feeling great. Thistle, are you holding your cups? Are
Yeah,
you
roll the-
holding off?
No, I rolled a 15.
Cool. You're feeling great, feeling good. Is Glanduel moderating?
For now. Maybe
Okay.
once the show is over.
And
once I'm
Forge
not-
Hand.
Yeah, once I'm not manning the merch booth anymore, then I'll go nuts.
Okay, cool. Once you all sell out.
Yeah.
Perfect. Cool. Drinks are had. It's delicious. We are moving in to Act 3 of the show.
Before we go up there, I'm going to. Can I say something to Jasper?
Yeah. Do you
I'm
want
gonna-
to speak
I'm gonna hand him
in
a-
person?
I'm gonna hand him a note that I scribbled. So I'm gonna do this. I'll send him this thing, and I'll be like, hey, Jasper. So I didn't introduce myself because I thought maybe one of you all was gonna do it, but so I wrote something down. Maybe you could introduce me. And I can't find Jasper or not. Oh, that's because your name's not Jasper.
It's because his name is Bryce.
Silly goose.
Thanks, buddy.
And
Yeah.
I'm just gonna walk off without waiting for it.
Oh. All right. And Jasper will walk up stage and very obviously read from the note. And will say, "And over here, you can't miss him. He's got a cape with his eyeballs cut out. You know him as Skywatcher of Clan Thun Laka Laka, wisest of the Goliaths, producer of flames, holder of the Porta Boulder, druid of the Circle of the Moon, friend to owlbears, destroyer of cragcats, slayer of your enemies, and the undisputed top dog of the adventuring group Equinox, but tonight he makes his debut as the lead singer of the band Equinox. Let's hear it for Angor."
Yeah.
And back at the merch table, there's a very obvious just facepalm.
Wow, that was great. Tony, go ahead and take a point of inspiration for that. Thank you for that laughter. Fantastic. Wow, I mean, I feel like Jasper should roll persuasion or performance just for that introduction.
All right.
Also, if anybody was watching me, I was mouthing all the words while he was reading them to make sure that
Thank you.
You just automatically steal all of the inspirations we haven't spent yet, and they're just all for you for this session.
12 inspiration.
Please take another. That was great.
Thanks.
How'd it go, Jasper?
I got a 24, a 25.
Wow. People, that introduction really, everyone at this point in the crowd's pretty drunk. They're just, this is so silly, and wow, what a vibe. Incredible. With this crowd warmed up, does this just say hot for teacher? There's no change there at all? Is that what I'm reading as this song? It's just that song. It's the same.
Yeah. Yeah, well, so as we all get back up on stage,
Please go on.
Skywatcher's just standing next to Jasper as he says this, and Jasper knows the set list because he pays attention to the performance and probably knows that Skywatcher doesn't know that Hot for Teacher is the next song in the set list. So he'll kind of reach up and pat him on the back, and in the group chat will say, "All right, good luck, it's Hot for Teacher," and he'll just step back and like let Skywatcher sing the next song.
You wrote this about your mentor, Jafarius Skywatcher.
Yeah, maybe.
That's a hell of a jump, all right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Incredible. Thank you. Everyone, please roll me performance checks. Skywatcher, you've got advantage from your spell. Jasper, you have it from your mask. Thistle, are you doing various effects still in order to like help Glanduil's performance?
Various effects, pyrotechnics, all of it.
Smoke monsters and all that jazz.
Oh yeah.
Glanduil, what are you doing with these songs?
I think just keeping up the illusions.
Just like music video vibe.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay, cool.
A
Or like
big
things.
10-foot
Yeah.
feature that is hot.
All right. Go ahead and take a point of inspiration for that. Didn't expect that one.
Illusion
Fantastic.
magic.
Wow, cool. Okay, everyone roll it out. Here we go. Dreya's lucky. Okay. Oh, that's pretty good. Drea got a 22. Glanduil, what did you get on your performance check? Your giant 10-foot hot teacher.
If it's still Arcana performance, then 24.
Amazing. Skywatcher, what did you get?
18.
18?
Got another one.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, my disadvantage has really been saving me.
Jasper, what did you get?
I got a 26 with a psi-bolstered knack.
Did you get another nat 20?
I got an 18, a +2 on my side die, 5 for persuasion, and then the necklace.
So what's the total?
26.
26. My God. Cool. So yeah, you all go into Hot for Teacher. Wow, people are loving that. What's Worm Doom like? Tell me about that song.
I don't know that one.
I think that was probably from Skywatcher's big list.
Skywatcher, tell me about Worm Doom.
Shit. I don't know. I don't remember where I put what that
Great.
is.
We'll just make it up.
At the end of it,
Worm Doom Crag was the Goliath settlement that was nestled within the spine of the world, and it was the home of the Thunlakalaga clan, as a reminder. It was the home of your own clan.
yep.
It's to the tune of White Room by Cream.
There we go. Thank you. All right.
In the Worm Doom. Cool.
No, I got the 2.
You're like, I don't know. Oh, fantastic.
Oh, but in this universe, this is all totally normal.
These are all normal songs.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a Thunlakalaga original. Sort of a hypnotizing kind of vibe. Following this, Drunken Lullabies, classic dwarven drinking song. And last but not least, Do you all do the thing where you go off the stage and then they say encore and then Jasper comes back on and rap, or do you just go into the rap?
I think we would do the encore.
Okay, cool. So, uh,
Because I guess the way I had imagined the rap thing is that like feeding like off of the energy of the crowd, since it's like so big.
absolutely, yeah. And Drunken Lullabies really sends them.
Can I add that at the end of Drunken Lullabies, I'll cast the spell Knock, just to make a big sound,
Okay.
grand finale kind of thing.
Perfect.
Blow
I
out
love
their
that.
eardrums.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Everyone's cheering. You'll actually get like a standing O. And then the cheer of encore starts to like echo through the crowd. And then Jasper, do you step up to the mic and do your move? Or do other people accompany you on this?
I mean, I'll tell everybody in, the mental thing. I'm gonna go. I've been kind of just thinking about something that I wanted to say. And y'all can come with me or not. I could just go out there and perform it real fast, and we can either party or go home and go to bed. But if you guys have another song you want to play, we could do that, or I could do this.
You should do it, Jasper, but
All
you
right.
should do it together. But
Sure.
I don't know what it is, so I might
It's just
I'm
kind of
there.
a rap. It's kind of it's not.
You could provide like a
Do you want me to-
beat.
Do you want me to summon the beat?
Yes.
I'll be in the crowd with my hammer lit. I'm just bouncing the handle in the into the ground with the beat, just getting
Nice.
everyone else like jamming their mugs and shit on the table or whatever they want to do.
Very cool.
Incredible.
Skywatcher's going to attempt to beatbox, even though it's just for the drums, I guess.
Fantastic. Goody's gonna help you, so go ahead and roll a performance check with advantage on that.
He's feeling really confident tonight.
It's the alcohol.
It's a natural 20.
Wow.
Is it really?
Sure is.
Nice.
Incredible. That's great news.
Apparently a great beatboxer.
Cool.
Who'd have thunk?
You start rapping. There are lyrics here.
Yeah. So originally, I was going to rap this to like a song, like an audio track, but I not do it. So
I could probably give it a try.
you'd like to? I was gonna try
Listen
to
up, gather round, the tale unfold, about a goddess of ice with a heart ice cold. Auril, the Frostmaiden in a frozen abode, she ruled the north with an icy stranglehold. But enter Equinox, a fearless band of bold, with fire in their hearts, they weren't bought or sold. They came to end the winter, break the story untold, bring the spring to the land, let the warmth unfold. The chorus is Equinox, rising up against the cold machine, and the heart of winter's grip. They'll intervene. Oil's reign of frost, they'll shatter the routine. With courage in their souls, they'll change the scene. There are many more verses, and I don't want to do the rest, but it's it's all there, and I love it.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I thought
Wait, did I change it?
No, I did post it, but you.
I
posted
just
in
shared it
text
as a
form.
text. Yes, we can add it on as a comment on the YouTube video in the future.
Okay.
Jasper, give me another glass performance check with advantage as you do this closeout rap.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna use a side bolstered knack, and I'm going to also use my lucky coin.
Use as many of my 3 inspirations as you care to use.
use them after I use the 7 that I have.
Just rolls, just burn them all and roll 7 d20s.
Oh, I got a natural 20 and 2 18s and a 6 on my side die.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. And look at where this 20 landed. I'm gonna... Wow.
Please send pics.
Was that for the? You got a natural 20 on the wrapping part of it?
Yes.
Sounds like best encore ever.
It's very much not cocked.
Incredible. Okay. Jesse just stepped away. I'm about to have, my nose is bleeding. Let's come back here in like 10 minutes.
Okay.
And we'll finish this show.
All right.
Ooh. Snack.
Is that everyone is back? Corey, are you back?
I cannot.
Hello, Internet. We are back. When last we left this sexy group of adventurers, we had... Oh, I'm videoed out. A combination of a Nat 20 beatbox from Skywatcher and a Nat 20 closing rap from Jasper. Incredible lyrics here. The crowd is chanting the Equinox rising up against the cold machine. That whole vibe. And as you close out, everyone is cheering, standing O. All the rest of the scarves are sold full price. You get 6 silver for all of them. There is just like a raining of little jewels upon the stage. Everyone's going wild. The whole room is vibrating with like the stomping of feet and the cheering, and then the whole room is really vibrating. And then in the middle of the room, between the throne and the stage, you see the ground starts to freeze, and then cracks appear, and then exploding out of the ground is this massive, burrowing frost salamander. This huge creature that just lets out this horrifying sort of screech. How do I share this with the class? How do I share with the class?
Oh no, who could have seen this coming?
Oh my gosh.
Honestly, this is a great encore.
And I guess we should go ahead and roll for initiative. Oh, I have to make it into a handout.
No, you were supposed to summon the beat, not the beast. Did it reverse?
You see this creature seems to have stirred from all of the loud sounds and vibrations. Here, I shall share it upon the screen that everyone might see. Is it coming up?
Oh no, it wasn't the stomping at the very end that did it.
It was the stomping, the clapping, and
Okay.
the double nat 20s as the vibration from this microphone system. It's just so much amplified sound.
Hey, remember that joke you made earlier, Jasper? About the Nat 20 being the thing that summons combat?
Oh yeah.
It wasn't one nat 20, it was 3, and then you got 4.
Well, the point is that was supposed to be like an obvious pretend metagamey joke, but it was actually kind of the premise that you had in mind the whole time.
If someone were to play that back in the audience, they might see when that's said that there's a very small smile on my face. And yet, here we are.
Oh, great.
I'm from the future.
You're yes.
I got close to rolling a nat 20 for initiative, but instead I got a 2.
Forgot the 0.
Well, 2 is just right next to the 20.
Great. What did everyone get? I'm not going to use a map for this. We're just going theater of the mind, babies.
It's a grand total of 3 for me. So,
3 for Forge Hand.
So I'll be going next session. My turn will be next session.
Jasper got a 19.
Skywatch. Jasper got a 19.
Me too.
I got 11.
It's good that no one failed their con saves and isn't drunk.
Yeah.
11. Skywatcher.
13 for Thistle.
Thistle. 13. Glenduil. Galadon.
19.
How much is it?
19.
19. Whose initiative is higher between Glenduil and Jasper?
I got +3.
I also have +3. Holy.
Rollies!
Or you all could just share a turn. Does that work?
Let's share a turn, but who won rollies?
I got a 19.
I got a 9. Damn.
Impressive. Goody. Boop ba boop ba boop ba doop ba doo 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 doo. Goody got a
Done.
18. Drea got a 18. Goody. Do 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 do. I'm going to roll one that represents the crowd. Okay. And one that represents the guards. Okay. And one that represents the Dane. Alright. And one that represents the monster.
No. Sorry.
Okay. Give me just one little bitty second. Fantastic. Okay. Here we go. All right. Jasper, you're up on stage. The cheers of the crowd are washing over you, in addition to the occasional gem that is landing nearby or at your feet. And then you see this creature erupt from the ground, much to your horror. It is huge. I mean, its neck is probably about 10 feet around. You don't even see the entirety of its body as it's just like crawling its way out and up, and you see it's like taking a deep breath in, and you see like frost beginning to gather near its mouth. What do you do, hero? You and Glenduil together.
Seeing the frozen neck thing, Jasper is going to say in the group chat, scatter, and we'll just try to move away from the stage.
Before you do that,
Okay.
Glenduil will say, "Well, that's not one of my illusions, but this is," and reach out and cast invisibility on you.
Oh, very cool. Thanks. And then Jasper's just gonna run probably
Away from this thing?
just like on the edge of the room, like just trying to get a
You're
different
already
angle.
kind of on the edge of the room. You are
Okay.
like on a stage that's like hugging one of the walls.
Okay.
This creature at this point is probably 30, 35 feet away from you.
Okay. Can I just take the edge of the wall like 10 feet out, and then create a psi knife and throw it at the monster salamander?
Yes.
Okay.
You have your eye patch on though. I feel like that would fuck with your view. Are you gonna pop it up?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
You're used to doing things with two eyes generally.
Yep. So I'll flip that up, and make an attack. It's a 19 plus 5. 20.
That will hit.
Okay.
You're attacking from invisibility, so did you roll with advantage?
No, I didn't.
Roll again and see if you crit.
I did not.
That's hit. Because you were invisible, it fades as soon as you attack. It's a sneak attack.
Yes. Okay. So
11 billion damage.
well, ish. Okay. That is 13 damage. And I'm going to bonus action offhand attack with my other psi knife for 4 damage.
Amazing. Okay. So, 17 damage total.
Yes.
You
Psychic.
see this creature burst out of the ground. You're turned invisible. You move to the wall, getting, a little over 60 feet away. What's your range on your dagger?
60 feet.
Okay, so you're like right at 60 feet when you throw it. Throw, conjuring these like purple energy daggers, chucking them both. You see they hit the creature, and it's in that moment, as you are the first thing to attack it, it turns towards you. It seems you have pulled focus. That was your action, bonus action, movement.
I used most of it to get where I was.
So I think you're pretty much done.
Yes.
Glenduil.
Yeah, I cast invisibility on him and then kind of moving around the other side to try and flank, just to try and be spread out. And while I go, as a bonus action, I will activate my Blade Song.
Are you trying to get all the way on the other side of the salamander, or just sort of like spread out?
Just on another side of it, so we're not in range for an AoE in case that big frosty throat's packing a punch.
So we'll say Jasper and Glenduil are on like opposite sides of this like circular dais. Does that work?
Yeah.
Great. Drea pulls their bow out from under their cloak. Seems they do not go with if they bring it with them everywhere they go. Drops to one knee, takes aim, sharpshooter shot, fire. Drea, attack. Natural 20.
Wow.
That's great.
Fuck
Second,
yeah.
bow attack. A 2. So the natural 20 is good. So this will be 1d10. I'm going to say, I didn't say bonus action hunters, Mark. That's on me. They were reacting real quick. That is 1d10 plus, so 10 plus 23, 2 on the die, 25 damage as Drea fires an arrow, and then from the audience near Forge Hand, under one of the tables, Tilda runs up, their lynx, goes up next to Drea, Drea mounts up, and then they kind of start circling out a little bit, so as to keep spreading out the group. Bonus action hunters, Mark, being like, fuck. Goody is up. Goody is at the edge of the stage, closest to the salamander, looks back to you all, looks over to Skywatcher, and says, all right, we're heroes, we got this. And you see that there is just rapid tree growth, and for the first time Goody wild shapes and turns into this giant wooden dire wolf that looks a little something like this. And
no way.
Goes to,
But its tail is the pot that it was in.
yes, absolutely. And goes to run up and bite into this salamander. Dire wolf.
Wow. That's incredible.
Oh shit, that's a new trick.
It is the new trick. Their first time doing so. We're gonna say with all these people around that Goody has pack tactics. That's another nat 20. That's great. Very good. 2d6 plus 3, 12, 15. 7 plus 15 is 22. And Goody runs up and fully bites into this. Oh yeah.
Does it go prone?
It's probably too big for that.
It does. Ooh, can it go
Dire
prone? Prone.
The direwolf thing affects large or smaller creatures, I think.
If the target is a creature, okay, it has to make a strength save. It does have a pretty
was
good
the size
chance
on
of this. Not that I see.
Maybe it's a regular wolf that has that.
It does succeed on the save, unfortunately. With the dire wolf, one target. If the target is a creature, it must succeed on a strength save. So just if it's a creature. Yes, Jesse. So sorry that you don't have these handouts.
You can wait till after the session if you want.
I want you to be able to see. Just 30 seconds.
Okay, cool.
Goody runs forward in the form of this giant wooden dire wolf and bites into it and thinks to you all, do I look cool? Am I looking like a hero?
Whoa!
But don't forget that its tail is the pot.
Its
Yeah.
tail is the pot. Absolutely.
It evolved just like a Pokemon.
Just like a Pokemon. And that is Goody's turn. Thistle, you are up. You said you've got your blade.
I've got my little blade. but for my turn, I would like to try and cast Fairy Fire on the monster.
Classic.
If successful, it'll be outlined in like a blue, purple-ish flame outline, and all attacks will have advantage against it.
Amazing. Okay, that's cool. Fairy Fire. That is a dex save, I believe.
Yes.
Yes.
What's your spell save DC?
My spell save DC is. Hold on, I gotta scroll up.
Shout out to my friend Josh. Got me this red D20 that's been critting this evening.
Hell yeah.
That's great.
Spell save DC is 13.
13. I'm not using that die for the Frost Salamander, so it's
Appreciate that.
That's. I was just about to say that. It's like, please put that away now.
Yeah, let's not use that one.
I can do this, or I can just like roll on the screen for you all. Which would you like for the drama? For the
roll the hot one.
drama. roll the red one.
Roll the hot
All
one.
right.
Here we go.
You got
Roll
it.
the
Here
red
we
one.
go. 19.
Ah.
Oh, that was really close to a 1.
Really close to a 1.
So no fairy fire.
No Fairy Fire.
You
Sorry.
go to launch this spell at this creature, and you see it's just like its breath catches the spell in the air, and the fire is just put out. That was your action. You still have bonus action and movement.
Bonus action and movement, I would like to look for somewhere to hide. And hide.
Cool. Yeah. Roll a little perception check.
Are we sure that the salamander doesn't have a -7 to dex saves?
It does. It doesn't have any -2 dex saves.
20,
There are
dirty
minus
20.
to some saves, but not those two. Dirty 20. Yeah, you easily see that you could hide under some of these tables. You could hide up on the wall if you bust your wings out on some of the stonework.
We'll stay under a table because I still
Cool.
want to hide true nature from the 500 people in the crowd.
Absolutely. Do you want to kind of be opposite of Drea so that you're like even more spread out at the poles?
Perfect.
Cool.
Yep. If movement speed allows it, heck yeah.
And roll a stealth check.
Natural 20.
Incredible.
Wow.
I'll send a picture.
You are so hidden, you're actually back in the Feywild. You find a fairy door underneath here. Fantastic. Great turn. That comes to the salamander. So, the salamander used its breath attack to get into here to weaken the ground. What did they do? How do I roll dice on here now? What did they do to you, roll 20? What have they done to us? Tokens? Is that what I'm looking for? Oh, there we go. It's at the bottom. Just where it goes. So I'm going to show you all. I'm going to tell you up front. It needs to roll a d6 to... It needs a 6 to recharge its breathing breath. Here we go. What did it get?
That's a 3.
A 3. That's great news for you all. You see this creature rears back and plunges its head, and then you see 4 arms come out to all attack Goody. He's right there. It's a big old wolf who just took a big old bite of crime out of him. Goody, as a direwolf, has 37 HP and an AC of 14. Alright, here we go. First attack. That's a 17. That will hit. Claw attack. That's a natural 20. That's a hit. That is a... just hits. That's a miss. And that's a miss. Cool. So 3 hits. One of them is a crit. So this is going to be...
This thing just made 5 attacks.
It did, yeah. You saw it bit, and then each one of its extra arms attacked.
That's such a large number.
So that is 8.
That is a dead plant, is what that is.
It might be. And then this one was the crit. Oh, wow. You're lucky. Its claws are not as cold as its mouth.
Wow.
So that's 15. So that's 27. And then another 10. 37. How much health did I say the direwolf had? 37, right?
30,
Exactly?
37.
Incredible. The creature reaches down with its mouth and 2 hands, bites into Goody, and just rips it to pieces. And what is left is the pot that Goody grows back out of. Oh, shit! And that is that creature's turn. Going to Skywatcher.
I was pretty excited about fighting side by side with another direwolf, but guess it's too late for that.
Well, fuck. I'm so
that's-
sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
I think Goody's still next to it for purposes of pack tactics, though.
I know.
That
it's
is
just
true.
More fun when it's
There you go.
more fun when it's a direwolf.
That's fair.
Yeah, I'm gonna. How far away am I from this thing? I'm close enough. Sure.
Close enough to party for sure, baby.
All right, then we're gonna party. No, I don't want to do that. Okay, so yeah, I'm just gonna bonus action wild shape into a direwolf, and I'm going to run on over there to that frost salamander, and I'm going to I'm gonna bite. I'm gonna bite him. I'm gonna try to bite him.
Okay. You bonus action glow and warp into a direwolf. Is that what you said?
Yes.
Run over there and go to bite into this giant frost salamander. Please roll me an attack. You have advantage.
I'm gonna use a point of inspiration.
Fuck yeah, you are. Do it, buddy.
I'm gonna use another point of inspiration.
Hell yeah, dude. That's dope.
That is a natural 20, and I'm gonna show you.
Yeah, send pics.
The fun part.
Wow. You're all doing it.
I probably would have hit on the first one. In fact, I would have hit on the first one, but I wanted to crit, so I'm really glad that happened. But yeah, it was a 20 and a 1.
So, a critical hit?
Yeah. Yep.
I'm going
And
to
then
roll, because it was a crit, I'm going to roll this thing's strength check with strength saving throw. I mean, I'm gonna give it, because there were 2 crits against it now, I'm gonna give it disadvantage. It fails. The creature is, you charge, fueled by, seeing your little Minty turn into this direwolf and then immediately get ripped apart, turn into moonlight, jump through the air, land on this creature, and just bite this massive chunk out of it. So with the critical hit, you're going to roll 2d6 and add 15 to it.
Okay. That's 23.
23! And you rip off a solid chunk of this creature, and it screams in rage, and you ride it to the ground. It is now prone. Fucking great job on that. Anything else with your turn?
I mean, the only other thing I'd be able to do is move away from it, I guess. Could I do that since it's prone? Without voting?
It would get an attack of opportunity, but it would have disadvantage on it.
Okay. I mean, I'll just stay there. It doesn't matter.
Okay. Cool. As this creature has emerged from this ground, you all are quickly rising to meet it and have placed some solid fucking blows on it. Battle math. The best kind of math is made of battles. Okay, cool. It's looking pretty rough at this point. TBH. It is the guard's turn. You see that the 4 guards that are around the Dane run forward. I would say 2 of them run forward to attack, and 2 of them kind of like get him off the throne and sort of interpose their bodies betwixt them. The 2 that run up are going to make attacks. That is a 15 and an 18. The 18 hits, and this little dwarf does a little bit of damage. That's 7 damage. That's not insignificant. You do see that the guards that are spread around the room immediately are like moving in and trying to like calm this crowd, which is instantly going insane. Some of them are like moving up to attack, but they're so far away and their legs are so small and stubby that it is taking them their entire movement to like get closer. The crowd at this point, I'm going to roll for morale, or do you all want to roll this? Or should I roll it on the computer?
I love losing initiative to the crowd.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to roll this on the computer. You all want this to be, we'll say at this point, higher than a 15.
Yikes.
11. Okay, the crowd's freaking out. They are, everyone, you get the vibe, everyone's super drunk. Didn't expect this. It'd be like if a giant monster burst out of the floor at the end of a concert where everyone's fucked up. It's just instant chaos. You see that there are some people that are like pelting a few things, but for the most part, everyone's just trying to get away from this thing. They are no help. The Dane is like, no, I'm gonna fight him, let me at him, and is sort of trying to get past his guards, but they are kind of holding him at bay. Helda does run forward though, and takes a swing. 19 on the die. That'll do it. She's 2-handed. Another 7 points of damage. Forge hand. Last but certainly not least.
All right.
What do you do?
So, I did say that I was.
You've got the hammer lit.
I was clapping along to the rap with the hammer lit, so that's already going.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna grow large again because I can do that one more time. And I'm gonna charge this thing. I'm gonna beat the ever-loving shit out of it. My attack is, it's an 18. I'm gonna see if I can get higher than that, just for funsies. Didn't get meaningfully higher. Okay, so You said an 18 hits, right?
An 18 does hit.
Do I?
It is
need...
prone. Did you roll with advantage?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
That's why I used an inspiration just for funsies to try to get a crit.
I can understand that.
Do I need to separate fire damage or
Yes.
does it matter? Okay. The fire damage is 10. The everything else damage is 17. 10 fire, 17 bludgeoning.
10 fire, 17 bludgeoning?
Yes.
My globular. Okay. Hold on. Battle math. Are you using any runes?
Sorry, I
or
forgot.
Action
I
surging
forgot
or
to call
anything
out.
else?
That was also with the fire rune because I rolled as many d6s as I was allowed to roll. So yes, the fire rune was activated once I hit.
What does that do?
That added 2d6 to my attack, which I rolled. But then it has to make a strength save or be restrained by fiery shackles. 14.
Okay. If something is prone, does that have any effect? Prone,
Not on
5e,
saves.
On
Not on
strength
strength.
saves or anything? Okay.
I'm not holding out hope that he's going to fail this one. But...
Prone. Great. Okay. So, what's the DC?
14.
14. Okay. I'll do it on the board. You want an 8 or lower.
Wow.
Holy shit.
As this creature lands, as you come up and land this blow at it, your rune on your hammer ignites, and these massive flaming chains strike out and wrap around this creature and bind it to the ground. Is that the end of your turn?
I am going to action surge to hit it again.
Fucking
while
do it,
it's all kinds of fucked up. So let's.
It's prone.
Yes. It's a 19. I'll use another inspiration just see if I can
Restrained.
crit. I didn't crit, but I definitely hit. By
Crit.
Okay. This number is probably going to be smaller. That is 6 fire damage and 10 bludgeoning damage.
You come up as this creature is bound to the ground and just stand. You're not like giant form, right?
Yeah,
Are
I
you
am.
giant form? Okay.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
Rising above it, the crowd saw you use this earlier, and now you're seeing it in person. You raise your hammer up and just bash into its head, and immediately as this fire burns into it from both of the attacks, there is a like fury as this creature is freaking out, and you see that like its mouth and the area around its face is just getting subarctically cold, and it seems that there is some burning fury within this creature, and the mere act of taking fire damage is allowing it to like recharge this ability. However, we'll see if it gets back to the turn, and we'll see if it gets back to its turn to even use it. Jasper and Glanduil, you are up. This creature is pinned to the ground. Any attacks against it right now will be at advantage. You're both like 60 feet away from it.
Okay. Then I will have to move in. See your.
Yeah. I thought that I was running right up to it last turn. Didn't you say
were
that?
you?
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay, Jasper was running away from it, so you were running closer. Okay.
Misunderstood what he was doing then.
Apologies. Yeah. Yes. Okay, I'll put you up closer.
Great. I'm going to make 2 attacks. Well, I'm going to make 1 attack and then decide if I want to use my bonus action to attack again.
Cool. Jasper, did you do anything?
Not yet.
Okay, cool. Well, both of you all can like take your turns simultaneously.
Okay.
Could my object interaction be to have just slid Goody back like 5 feet away from the salamander?
I think you're kind of behind this thing.
Okay.
So,
I was just trying. It's theater of the mind. I wasn't sure where we were all arranged.
yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah, it's basically on the other side. But what you did do is kind of like pull it over and chain it to the ground towards you. So it's like Goody's kind of next to, like, its head's closer to you and the Dane than it is like Goody,
Okay.
who seems to be doing fine.
So I'm gonna movement and bonus action dash to get up to it since I'm 60 feet away.
You're just running up to it. You and Glendua both just like going
Yeah.
for the we're going for the kill.
Yeah.
Cool. Are you trying to do a side dagger attack?
Yeah.
But like
so
melee?
I'm gonna like baseball slide in and generate the dagger and just try to like drive it into the salamander.
Incredible. Roll me an attack, and Glenduil, roll me an attack. Both of you will have advantage.
I got 24 on the attack.
Ugh.
That
I'm
will
gonna use
hit.
Inspiration.
I did use an inspiration to get there. That's 8 points of slashing and 4 points of radiant.
Got a 21 to hit.
21 will hit.
Okay.
Do you do a bonus action attack,
I cannot because I.
Glenduil?
How is it looking?
It's pretty messed up.
Instead, I will use my bonus action to pull out my little owl boy and cast Dragon's Breath on him. And let him use his action to breathe some fire on this salamander.
Perfect. It's got to roll a dex save. Since it's restrained, does it auto fail those or just have disadvantage?
It's disadvantage.
Cool. It's got a nat 1. 19 and a nat 1, so it's going to be a nat 1.
11 points of fire damage.
Okay. And then Jasper hit me with that sneak attack.
Did 18 damage.
Okay, so this creature burst out of the ground. Jasper threw daggers. Glenduil used some magic and then started flanking. Goody, as a dire wolf, strode forward and bit into it, immediately got ripped to pieces. Drea fired a powerful arrow. Skywatcher then charged in, got a critical hit, landing on it, knocking it to the ground. Forge Watcher from behind comes up, smashes it. Forge Hand smashes it. These giant flaming chains come up and restrain it, and then you smash it again. As you are all like gathering around, wrecking this thing, Jasper just runs up, maybe like even off the back of Skywatcher, comes down Psychic Dagger as Glenduil, casting a spell into his owl, who is like flying forward, breathing fire, comes down and slashes into this. And with the combined might of all of Equinox together, you all kill this frost salamander before it has a chance to let loose this deadly Arctic breath attack. Well done. You have defeated this creature. As its corpse stops moving and you all are atop it, the dwarves all kind of like stop for a second and turn and then are like, yeah! And the rain of gems just like starts increasing,
And,
and
the
it's
tip hat
truly
floats around the room again.
absolutely just like gathering it up. You all are like, what?
In the group chat, can I be like, hey Glenduil, can you make a moon behind me? And then I'm gonna howl.
Oh,
he does.
incredible! Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Can
Well
you also
fucking done, you all.
include 2 other wolves in the illusion? So there's
really seal the deal. Really make the t-shirt. Incredible. You all defeat this foe that invaded this home of these dwarves. With its defeat, again comes this raining of cheers, and the tips that you're getting are these little stones that are like worth a copper, worth a silver, worth a gold, and you know, accolades are laid upon you, drinks are bought for you. The salamander didn't actually kill anyone, so it's kind of like the party just sort of starts again, and now there's a big, giant, dead frost salamander in the middle of the room. The Dane comes up and congratulates you. Thank you all so much. Again, you all rise to the occasion, and you're able to defeat this beast before it can even lay an icy hand or deadly breath upon any of the dwarves. Truly, you are heroes. Claps you on the shoulder. Do you all want to keep hanging out in here? Do you want to go back to your rooms and party? Like, what is Equinox feeling or thinking or doing after this? You have the entirety, you have the entire attention of this clan for the most part.
Really quick in the group chat, Jasper will say, to everyone, but to Drea, hey, Drea, can we get anything off of this thing?
Oh, let me roll a little check for Drea.
I assist.
Yeah. What's your survival?
My survival is +4.
Okay, yeah, you can assist.
Should I consider if I've read anything about creatures of this type and whether they have harvestable parts?
Yeah, roll Arcana. Drea's like, I've never fucking seen one of these before.
I will cast guidance.
Is there anything Fey-ish that maybe I could assist with?
This is not a native Fey creature. I would say that you and Glanduel could work together arcane-wise and, like, try and pick it over, though. If you want to give Glanduel advantage.
I would love to do that.
Are you rolling for Drea?
I rolled for Drea.
Okay.
Do you want to give one of your inspiration to them?
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay. What did you get, Glenduel?
25.
Cool. With a quick inspection of this thing's corpse, you see that there is essentially a part of its body that somehow, and it's not like I would say chemically, it's magically, it just rapidly converts heat to cold, and as part of that process it is able to exhale this freezing breath. There is essentially like this gland, this freezing gland that could be extracted from this creature, and Drea with their survival check gets a 20. They've never seen this, but if you point it out, they can cut it out.
I will certainly.
Cool. You all have successfully harvested a frost salamander gland.
Cool. Me to just put this in the bag? Kinda yucky.
I mean, poke it with a stick first, see what it does.
It's cold as hell. I don't want to touch it. Going in the bag.
Yeah, and I'll
the
say,
bag
I'll
sounds
say,
like a good plan.
meta-wise, with you rolling so high, this would have unleashed a 60-foot cone that did 8d10 of cold damage. It could have just wiped out the people that were in here. So you as you check it out are very aware of like, oh wow, the amount of danger we just avoided is insane, truly. You have that gland.
That would have been
That's
mildly
artificer
uncomfortable
fellow.
for me, though.
Mighty uncomfortable for a lot of
No,
people.
mildly uncomfortable.
Mildly, yeah. And mightily for others. Drinks are bought for you all. Again, like these stones are raining in. You don't have the time to count them now, but essentially at the end of the night, you all have here, let me do a roll. Let me do a roll. Rhyme.
How'd they go again?
Let me do a roll.
Don't forget to account for people who leave later and see the message in the sky and come back and
Yeah.
Absolutely.
In the pitch black of night where we currently are.
you know.
And they leave their underground settlement to go
But-
outside.
We have a really sick
Right. Yeah.
new song
I forgot.
here
I guess they're not gonna go. Okay.
that could be co-signed by all of the people that were here.
Co-signing. Cool. This will work. How does this equate? It comes down to like 4,000 copper.
40 gold.
218 silver. And like 420 gold is all of the shit that gets like rained down on you. In addition to drink spot, back pats, well wishes, hugs, thanks, congratulations, respect. The biggest thing is when you all walked in here tonight, it was the vibe of like, cool, these are some contractors the Dane hired to help and they did good. Great. And now it's like these people single-handedly just saved several hundred dwarves from what could have been just cold death. Everyone here knows who you are. You get the vibe that everyone likes you. Well done. You have fully won over the Battlehammer dwarves. Everyone can take a point of inspiration.
Wow.
Is there anything you wish to do in here before going to bed? It is you are feeling tired after this day.
Jasper is gonna kind of really soak in the environment and be super stoked about like playing a really badass show and everybody's like eating it up and we're people. And I think he's gonna get pretty drunk and try to find himself a dwarven companionship.
Yeah, there are dwarven companions of all sorts of different types have a great interest and a great deal of you. There is a good amount of fan service that's being paid here. For anyone who wishes to hook up with a rando dwarf tonight, super easy to do.
I think Jasper's feeling himself to the point where he's like trying to collect as many as will follow him.
Oh jeez. Roll a d4.
If any come up to Glanduil, he'll say, "Oh, I would not sully myself,
One.
sir." But
It's I think it's 7 dwarves is what you get.
yeah, got a 7 on D4.
Glenduil, you're not interested?
no, and he makes some like slightly racist comments in rejecting them.
God
He's
damn.
like, what am I gonna have sex with a rock? Get out of here.
No,
Jasper,
thanks, I don't like your mustache.
we'll say, what's your charisma modifier?
3.
Cool. We'll say that you can, in total, 4 people are interested, and it's like, yeah, come back to our place for this party. but you get the vibe of like and you know, other things going down. Drea finds a cutie. Thistle, do you find someone?
Yeah, I think this will find someone, but also propositions Drea.
Yeah, for sure. It's gonna be a freaky thing. Forge Hand or Skywatcher, do you all have any interest in that kind of vibe?
Oh, Skywatcher's hanging out.
So is that a yes?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
not Forge Hand.
No, Forge Hand. Great.
He's just gonna keep celebrating and getting drunk and maybe trying to find some of the other like blacksmiths in the clan.
Yeah, absolutely. And you definitely do, but they're all pretty drunk, but it's a vibe of like, come by the shop tomorrow and you can like see the forge and take a tour of that whole vibe. Actually, in fact, while you're there, you meet...
He may or may not be getting plastered though.
Oh, for sure. Absolutely you are. Yeah, you meet Duroc Fireforge, and he is the dwarf that like runs the Battlehammer Arcane Forge and Smithy. He does have a lot of burns on his body, but there is like just a real intensity to him. Really fucking loves smithing, and it's that vibe of you all both just can really like. The conversation shifts from that to like just talking about forging techniques, and he's checking out your armor. It's nothing helpful, but it is very like, we fucking, yeah, absolutely, come see the place tomorrow. Well, you can check it out. We can check out the Fireforge. You know, like it's just a lot of enthusiasm. Skywatcher.
You said that was Duroc Fireforge?
Duroc Fireforge. He's your guy. And then you meet like a couple of his assistants, but he is, it's kind of like, here's this guy, and then just keeps talking to you without giving that person any sort of space to talk. Glanduil, do you have interest in doing anything else with this eve?
Yeah, can I look for some dwarves who are interested in intellectual debate?
An intellectual debate.
Well, drunk, of course.
Why? Yeah.
Of course.
Roll an insight or perception, I would say.
Can I guide myself for this?
Yeah, sure.
Insight or perception. I'm gonna use my last inspiration of the 4 that you gave us at the beginning to improve it by 1. 16.
Cool. So no one seems to be super interested in like having an intellectual debate, but of the nerdy vibes, you do find that you do meet Elder Scholar Kaylin Stonebrook, who runs the like arcane research and development for the Battlehammer clan. And you two kind of like nerd out about, you know, alchemical apparatus and scribing spells and crystals and just, you know, various aspects of doing arcane work. And in this conversation, you are also introduced to Master Alchemist Grimly Earthshaker, who is like the main alchemist for the Battlehammer clan. And kind of the same vibe of like, if you want to come check out our places tomorrow, you know, we'd love to show you around.
Absolutely.
So
could you hit me with those names in chat?
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you.
I remember Earthshaker.
Yeah. Yes. Do. I'll just put them in the big chat if that's okay. The big chat for grown-ups.
Not the kitty chat.
Not the kitty chat. And then we also had from the Arcane Forge and Smithy, the Master Smith and Enchanter, Duroc Fireforge. Everyone else gets freaky. You all are eventually shown back to your quarters. Jasper has 4 dwarves of various sexes, or
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Thistle, Andrea, and 2 other dwarves have share a bed. Glenduil spends the evening having a lively conversation with these 2 dwarves, and it's also the point of the level of drunkenness where you're like, I had a great time talking to that person. I fully don't remember what we talked about, but I know that I want to see them again and talk more. 4chan, maybe you're in the same vibe. Skywatcher. Roll a
D100, D100.
roll a D4 for me.
Okay. 2.
Cool. Yeah, you find 2 dwarves that are willing to try and make this whole thing work. We don't have to go into detail about how it does work, but it
might not.
happens. I will also say, Jasper, when you get back to the room, you see that a large crate of pipeweed has been delivered that was asked for, and it seems to be sorted into various different. It's just a couple of different qualities and pouches. Some of them's more like smoking tobacco, and other ones more like elvish, I guess in this case dwarvish pipeweed. You all sold all the rest of those scarves, so be sure and count for that math. Do you need me to those numbers again for
The
money?
total gold. I put the total gold in the chat for tips
Okay.
and scarf sales.
Great. Okay. So is that 500 for everybody?
No, that's the total.
That's for scarf sales and tips.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so however you all want to divide that, you can leave Drea and Goody out of that if you all want to cut up that money. That's quite all right. I think this is a great place to leave off. You all spend the night in a state of revelry, all sorts of fun conversations and hot, sexy times, and are very well received by the Battlehammer clan, having both freed them to expand into a new place and saved them from the danger of this creature after playing just a real banger of a concert. Well done, my friends. I think that is where we will end it for now.
Very cool.
Woot.
We will meet back on February 5th, if that works for everybody.
Sure.
Incredible.
I don't see why not.
I love concerts because I just really love narrative crits, and it feels like you roll so many times when you do a concert. It feels like you just the story can be just so cool.
Absolutely. We love a narrative crit. Crit on your role play, you all. Crit on your RP. Fantastic job. Thank you for playing, my friends.
Thank you very
It
much.
feels good to be back in this saddle. Thank you for making me laugh until
Heck
I
yeah.
was crying. Can you please send that titling for Skywatcher to the main chat just for
Yeah.
all of us to look at and revel in? Is everyone down to play in 2 weeks?
Yeah, sounds great.
2/5/2024. Let's do it. Actually, it's 2024. 2 5, the way a date should be. I will see you there and then, my friends.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Goodbye, Internet.
Later.